Okay, mic up. Greetings, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Group A of Gamers Lounge Winter Cup Tournament. This is CynthiaCrescent bringing you the English coverage for the first game of this group, also the second game of the day. Wait, no, the second day of the tournament, as is still in the group stage, of course. After the first two initial days, there will be a elimination bracket. Two top teams will go to top bracket, and for the two bottom will go to bottom bracket. Things are happening, and these are our players for today. We have on their dire team 4kTrash and Hydra playing for the Radiant. Now, I'm not gonna pretend that I know who these people are. I'm just a contract after all, but it is effectively on track. Okay, so doing a lot of production at this moment, so I'm somewhat distracted, only somewhat though. Turn down the volume for a little bit, as well as the voice. Actually, I would rather the voice not be here at all. Okay, quickly working, we have Bristlepike and Slug first ban, as well as Axe and Shadowfiend ban for both teams. Seems are pretty popular heroes in the scene after the first few games I watched yesterday. See Troll Warlord first pick, nothing crazy there. Very popular hero. One of the three spin trinity that didn't get nerfed with the last patch. Sniper is the pick for 4K. It's also a very popular hero. Can be put pretty much everywhere. Shrapnel is a decent spell now, so it's kind of bound to happen. Lich, however, is a hero that I have not seen with a lot of success. We had last time I casted it was on the same team as the Faceless Void. Didn't work out, however. It actually worked out terribly. So I'm still to be convinced of the effectiveness of a hero like this. And there's Faceless Void. There it is. Not in the same team as Lich though, so it is a very good hero to couple with Troll Warlord, however. So let's see how that will work out. For the bans, we have Santa Warner as well as Queen of Pain. Let's see. Neither heroes are particularly popular anywhere else. So unless 4K know anything about Hydra that I don't, which is very probable, I don't see the logic behind this. I mean, considering the fact that Faceless Voice or Troll Warlord is already two solos, and I guess he's thinking of banning against aggressive trial lanes, but even then, that doesn't mean much. We see Undying and Doom ban for Radiant, two other not very popular heroes outside of the scene, but I have seen them, or at least Doom, being banned otherwise. I haven't seen Undying banned since 2012, probably 2013. So this is not sure if it's a pleasant surprise or not, but it is what it is. Last two pick for phase 2 are Clockwork and AA for Hydra. AA is a pretty solid hero, especially coupled with Faceless Void, and a Chilling Touch to couple with Bile Trance is also a very good thing. You can use it to mitigate the loss of attack speed, so it's synergy in itself. Clockwork is been a very strong hero overall. I suspect him to be a very high pick soon. Hero is just very strong, just waiting mostly. And it also is a core that doesn't actually take that much space, which Faceless Void and Troll Warlord will need. So it is fine. We have Vengeful Spirit, a very good defensive support, which is very good support in general. Whether it pairs well with Lich has yet to be confirmed, just by the way the playstyles of these teams I've seen. And Dusa is going to be another hero that's going to take up a lot of space for Dire, so that's a very greedy lineup so far, especially with Lich on it. And with Clockwork and Faceless and Troll, aggressive will be Hydra if they play it right. Let's see, the Hunter is the last ban for Hydra. Once again, a hero that's simply very linear, but blah blah blah. We're not going to talk about it anymore because I've been talking about him the entirety of the first day. Hero isn't very good right now, but they evaluate it very highly, which is fine. Doesn't really matter. If they only take it for what he does, then it's a fine hero. We also have Witch Doctor ban. Witch Doctor is of course a very good support, a popular one as well. So it's no surprises there considering how Hydra needs a support as their last pick. Now lastly we have 4K. They will need another core, preferably something that doesn't take too much space, doesn't need too much farm, and could go offlane if needed. So let's see. I see Bristleback is already banned. It's really weird now to think about it. There's a lot of heroes that just aren't conventional offlane that can work. If you project Windrunner, huh? Depends entirely on what the last hero of Radiant is going to be, because I haven't picked all the supports yet. But if it's a hero that can deal with Windrunner, then the Lion, for example, very well. Heroes that has mana burn, well, mana drain more than anything, can deal with Juicer in a very strict sense, and tons of disable for Windrunner. So I'm definitely on board with that. Also, gives them more disables, which have a lot of. So stacking disable is never quite a bad thing, one might say. Okay, let us move forward. So this is the first game of Group A. Yes, I'm reiterating that. We have Hydra, Radiant team. Paglo playing the Faceless Void. Pixel X on the Clockwork. Hamada on the Lion. Scythe playing the Asian Apparition. And Shocker on the Troll Warlord. It's going to be mid Troll, offlane Clockwork, and defensive Trollian. On the other team we have Medusa played by Spade, going on the Civ lane here. Rain on the offlane Wind Ranger. Bang on the Lich, perhaps also offlane. Let's see how it turns out. Somzi playing the Vengeful Spirit, and Max on the mid lane Sniper. This is a build I don't see often. This is a build that actually is super not greedy. Usually you see them taking 2 Tango, Wraithband, and double what's the word for? Branches, right? That's the super greedy build. However, there's a lot of regen that he has. Although he's quite a long range hero, and I don't think Troll Warlord will be able to do too much to him unless he's not careful, which tends to happen a lot in this kind of games. So not against any of it. You see the Dire looks to facilitate a gank on the top rune here, but it might not be possible because his heroes are very, very good against that. So Clockwork is gonna get it, as well as the Faceless Void. So this is already a very good start for the Radiant. Getting both runes is, it's the best start you can probably get, other than Inconspicuous First Blood, but you can't rely on that. This is also a very, I'd say, greedy build from Troll. It's like only 2 tangos as regen. So if Sniper notices and take advantage of it, he should focus a lot more on harass than he would usually like, as that's what he's doing. Troll is not doing too well in terms of health, but he is last hitting quite decently. Sniper hasn't gotten a single CS yet. There is the first. Now it's hard to blame him because Sniper is hero with very low damage after all, early on anyway. Now see Lion being the support that he is. I'm actually quite surprised the Lich wasn't there to help harass, because Lion by himself cannot out harass a Windrunner if Lich is there. So you gotta have to do a lot before being able to truly clear out these 2 supports. And since the creep wave is already so close to the tower, it's super difficult for them to zone this out. They just aren't focusing enough on CSs, I think. I don't think there's really any way for them to kill this Void, or his Lion actually, if they're not, if he's not dubious. Oh, Troll does not have a slow, used it already, but he is at least the Sniper with the early gen, makes sense of it. Top lane though, Clockwork gets a solo kill on the support Vengeful Spirit. Yeah, this hero is very good. There's nothing you can say about that. There's like a lot of things people can say about it, but I never tend to agree. Hero is actually ridiculous. I'm not too sure how I feel about this Save Lane Void all the time though, but it is how it is. Wow, Lion, please. He should not be like this. Like this winner should not be holding his mana like this. Like he's practically wasting his regen, and he's losing the harassing battle just because of it. Which is a little bit more liberally using his spells, then perhaps his line wouldn't be so free-loaded. Troll still does not have any bottle yet, and Sniper actually took boosts first because he feels like, well, that's not incorrect. Sniper doesn't really need a bottle, with very few mentions of early game spamming, and a boost is pretty good for just not solo dying to a troll. And you can look at this top lane, you can see the Clockwork working its magic here, denying all over the place, pretty much giving Medusa no CS. Oh, Sniper, get ganked. Haste rune on Lion. It's a very good start for this Lion too. Doesn't have any CS, but he will be able to afford courier upgrades or boots now. I think AA should get courier upgrade if he's able to CS his creeps, but Lion should really get boots. His heal's gonna be very useful, but instead he bought down TP scroll. It's not a bad item by any means, but I don't think he's really needed right now. Actually, scratch that. He's probably going to be very needed, considering how AA isn't putting a lot of emphasis on harassing out these heroes, because these heroes are becoming way too dangerous. This Lich and Windrunner are very strong ranged heroes, and Void without items doesn't pose a lot of threat. Look at this. He's gonna do a lot of damage if he doesn't just run like that, but he's not gonna be able to kill them, as you can see. That's a lot of regen that this Lion does not have. Whoa. 200. What's that? 200 damage. A few more right clicks will be done. Unfortunately, it's just not how it goes. This Lich should also be able to grant at least one more CS so they can buy Ring of Basilius. I touched on this on another cast before, but Ring of Basilius is a super important item in a lane like this, especially if you start off with Ring of Protection. Is that this thing is very good because it's cost effective, but Basilius is even better. It allows you to take advantage of the regen, which pretty much does not exist otherwise. So the game is going about as well as one would expect. That's a smoke. I think that was misclick. That's probably a misclick. So no movement so far from any of the supports other than that first blood. Other than the second blood, should say. First blood was up top. So Clockwork has pretty much gotten free reign. He's got level 5 now, almost level 6. He actually has full mana. Can probably kill this Dusa if he wants to. Yeah, I can actually do that now. And now this is a little bit too deep, you think? It'd be crazy. It will be fine if he buys a TP. He does have a what? Okay, what? Oh, okay, that was weird. He's rushing a blade mail obviously with this kind of build, but I'm actually quite not sure whether or not he should do that. I think getting a bottle this game would be very good because only Troll has a bottle so far, and you usually want around 2 heroes to have bottles. Oh, it's a dead Venge. It should be a dead Venge anyway. Yeah, dead Venge. You can actually kill this Dusa too if he's not good. No, creep wave right here. No mana left. Well, he does have a bit mana left, but he runs a little bit too close to the creeps there. Didn't turn out to be too well. Sniper is actually here now. Has only 15 CS compared to the Troll 36. He's losing this lane quite terribly. It pretty much constitutes to say that the Radiant is kind of winning all 3 lanes. Now this bottom lane is a little less easy to make do of in context, but it isn't really that bad. I think that should have been a Hex, to be honest. Clockwork, no mana, no gold actually. What did he buy? Did he buy a Star Shield? No, he has a Star Shield before. Maybe upgraded 1. It's Lion though, doing work. So as far as this game is gonna go, it really does look like there's nothing that the Dire can really do, because Medusa is a really strong hero with farm, everybody knows that, but he is not very mobile. And even though it does mean that you're gonna have a very good time doing a lot of team fighting with early usage in Stone Gauge, I'm not really sure how might say how coordinated Dire will be with the Stone Gauge. Stone Gaze. Wow, it really does sound like Stone Gaze. Hookshot was used for no effect, it looked like. I think it missed, which is really weird considering how close it is. Oh, Troll taking a lot of damage already. He will probably die here. Turns around. Oh, the Hex coming off the line as well as a stun. Very good job. They can kill this Venge as well. Yep. That's double damage Troll with ulti. You never want to go against that. It was very close. Unfortunately, the positioning was quite compromised and Sniper never got his ultimate off. So this game is becoming even more of a disaster, because the only thing that's good for Dire right now is that the Wind Ranger isn't too far. I think it's just a Wind Ranger. I mean, Wind Runner isn't too far behind in terms of farm. Although his, what the hell is this? What? I am totally against this, by the way. Oh, there's an ultimate. Chronosphere will be able to kill this Lich very easily. There really isn't anything you can do about that. And AA is a really good hero to combo with Chronosphere for obvious reasons. As I said before, this hero needs levels though. What I really would like is for this Void to get a fast Mask of Menace, which is what he's doing, which is good. This is completely different from that. NVG, oh wow, Clockwork getting a solo kill on Dusa. Oh, Soge was used further. Okay, that makes sense then. This is somebody who's underestimating the damage output of a Clockwork, but this Clockwork is doing work. So is this Troll, and to a little bit of extent this Void as well. So all cores Radiant are farming quite well. As you can see, they're leading the leaderboard. And as far as EXP goes, oh, mid lane, Troll taking a lot of damage. He will probably die here. Nothing you can do about it. It's getting a little bit too overzealous. Thinks he's far too powerful for his own good. He isn't really that tanky. He's quite tanky, but he's not that tanky. He's really rushing straight for Yasha. This is something. Usually you want a lifesteal of some sort to be able to contest this, but who's really to say? So yeah, this is indeed a Blade Mail Russian Clockwork. I'm not forward with this, but that's okay. It's got a straight hook, actually misses. I wouldn't be able to kill him anyway, at least force out the TP. This Vengeful is going to be so much more poor than she is right now. One would want AA to get more EXP, considering how Void already has the sustains that he needs. The AA really should be the one who is getting the XP in bot lane, but the problem with that is that if he's there, then there's Windrunner and Lich will kill him. Really isn't anything you can do about it. Oh man, one would say, you know, the Clockwork is just, everybody's just kind of milling around there. There's no strategy involved in any of this. This really just looks like kind of kills after kills until you kind of have enough of a positional and contextual advantage that you can just push to the win. So there it is. No, there's still okay. There is the ultimate from Clock. You can go on this now. Here comes the support from the behind. They can kill this Vengeful Spirit very quickly. Stone Gaze is immediately used. Hookshot will mean that does not mean anything, but AA is probably dead. TPing by Sniper and a cancel. There we go. So 2 for 1, 2 supports for 1. And even though Vengeful Spirit did die before he gets any XP, these 2 kills are very important in terms of catching up, one would say. So teams are doing probably what you expect them to. Void is farming, Joel is farming, Clockwork is trying to make plays. Even if he dies like this, he didn't die of course, but even if he did, it wouldn't be too much of a problem. I actually would have preferred him to be the one who died if it gave AA the level 6 that he wanted, as long as he get the Blade Mail before dying of course. But yeah, because really want this AA to get higher levels. I keep rallying on that point, but it's actually a very important point because it means that he can pretty much do whatever he wants, and just whenever Chronosphere is online, he can always contribute without actually never stopping, farming to be able to do it. That's why Midas is such a good item on a hero like this, as you can just kind of AFK around, get your XP, and then you still contribute pretty much as much as you want, because the only thing that you're losing is Chilling Touch, which isn't even maxing, by the way. Is you don't really hamper your team by not being on the map, and you can afford to not be on the map. What I might say. This lane ward is watching the movements. So let's talk about the wards for a moment. Wards wise, we have this one ward here by the Radiant, and another one here on top road, and yet another one here on bottom road. Now I'm not really keen on this top road lane. I want this to be a lot deeper so you can actually watch one of the wards would be around here, for example, so you can watch this entire area instead of just very passively this kind where you can actually see it natively anyway. But before I can continue this conversation, there may be a fight. Smoke being broken, there are people being spotted, I think. No, nobody saw each other. This is nighttime after all. And another hook miss. Wow. Clock, please. Oh, this is still a very dead venge. Sniper is here. I don't think they want to fight this though. Oh! Chronosphere actually catches out too. This is terrible, of course, because they will die. There's actually nothing you can do about it. Chain Frost looked to do a lot of damage, but not bouncing the way you want it to be. And Lion Finger finishing off the Lich. This is a terrible disaster. I mean, not that disaster aren't terrible, but oh boy. Well, I'm not sure what Dusa is trying to do. But, yeah, pretty much 4 for 0. A has his ultimate now. Will be on his way to, I don't know, greener pastures probably. So let's talk about wards for a minute, as I talked about before. So you can see if the ward was actually here, you would actually see the entire movement of the entire team, and that would have been a much better engagement. Not that it could have gone any too much better. This ward is nice because it's deep and it sees this. But since you already pushed out the middle lane tower, you don't want it to be like here. You want it to be a little bit deeper, because this isn't as easily reinforced as it used to be before. And this is also a very, how should I say, popular ward spot, and you can expect them to deny it, just like, well, they just did. So there, let's see, top lane. Medusa is caught here, but he does turn on Stone Gaze. There's also a blast actually misses on the Medusa, and so it probably means that his Clockwork will die for naught. Hookshot misses again? What? Well, that's one death, 1 for 1 thus far, and Wind Ranger is very deep, but he does have a, oh, not gonna live for it. He's gonna die right now. Sniper Mask of Fitness turned right around trying to kite, although there's not really anything to kite with because he doesn't do enough damage to steer the enemy back. But yeah. So while that is happening, let's talk about Dire wards. As you can see, there used to be a ward here for Dire. This doesn't mean anything anymore because their tier 1 tower is destroyed, and they don't actually have any other ward right now. This ward is pretty good because it allows you to farm here and still be able to watch a little bit of the river. And you can pretty much just safely pull the creep wave back here and be able to farm without a risk of anything. Even smoke tanks, and you still be able to watch because they have to walk in like this. So yep, so it's a fine word. It's just that they need more than this. They need one word in their own jungle, especially in entrances like this, so that you can spot when you go up to the most obvious ramps pretty much. So you see, like right now, you see Dusa just farming right here, and they kind of know where the enemy is, but they don't really know where the enemy is, because the enemy could still be farming the Asians, their own jungle, even be fucking Roshan, and they will still have to play like this because they are indeed just don't know. Or they could be even ballsier and pull a ward inside the enemy jungle, knowing where the enemy is at all times, and knowing that if the enemy is not there, then they're probably ganking them. So it all turns out to be quite this mind games of. This is kind of a web connection, one would say. So now that this is happening, the Radiant has pretty much good enough map control. They can take Roshan whenever they want. However, the fact that Medusa is a hero means that that's kind of hard. Oh my. Wind Ranger, very dead indeed. You see the a battle trance buff on Void on a Mask of Madness Void taking almost 5 seconds, and Vengeful Spirit is just dead now. Actually, nothing you can do. Teams can't support it because they know that Medusa is top and it can't teleport in time, and Lich doesn't even can't do anything about it because Blade Mail, Clockwork, and all things. He's also getting an axe after this. I see some people getting 4 staff. I would like 4 staff, but axe is really fine. Of course, axe is a very good item on a hero like this, and also allows him to go less of a sustain and more of a day by day and fight by fight sort of kind of mechanic. Look at all so much map control that Radiant has just by virtue of not losing towers. You can see everything. This word is super good. It's pretty obvious that it's there, but it's actually still super good. Look at this. This is freaking dire territory. You know, oh, there's a hook. There's no 4 staff, and even though it's getting there, but this is still dead. A died first, but Troll Warlock is still super strong. But Stone Gaze, however, doing its work. The sniper is up over here, just poking away. And it was a 4 versus 5 fight. Void wasn't there. He didn't have Chronosphere. And so Chin Frost and Swap and Stone Gaze was able to secure that fight. It was a lot of gold up to 2,000. 1,500 gold there, that fight. I would like it to be like these heroes, this Lich and Vengeful Spirit, the way the games are going, doesn't really need a lot of EXP because they're not gonna get the amount of EXP they need other than from fights. So it's not that bad. They weren't the one who got the XP. You just gotta have to deal with it. And Medusa is, I don't know, she's just not doing this very well, I'd say. Oh, another hook. No mana left for Mana Shield. This is a super dead Medusa unless there's a swap coming. There isn't a swap coming. Maybe this will save him. This will probably save him. Oh no, rocket. Rocket misses. Wow, nice. Amazing. If that rocket hit, it would be an easy kill. However, Clockwork tried to make the play, ended up dying. That's totally fine, I guess. Obviously, not dying and killing Medusa would have been a much better result, but it didn't turn out to be bad because it still made the space that he needed to. And dying there was pretty much just within the margin of error, one would say. So Troll is split pushing, yes. Void is drawing attention. Troll is also drawing attention. They really want to have something to be able to escape with, though, because if they get ganked now, these kills are pretty costly all in all. So one might say it might not even be too worth it to die for a tower if you're a core, in this context at least. Okay. Regeneration, nothing. Okay. So Void is going for a very DPS heavy build. A less DPS heavy build, of course, would have involved a bottle and ags or some nonsense like that. But it's not a bad build per se. It's just it just doesn't have enough synergy to justify the decreased cooldown of ags. Also, this AA is maxing cold feet. Haven't seen that in a while. Not that it's wrong, because there's a lot of disables in these teams, and cold feet would do very well in that case. Although it doesn't scale that amazingly. It scales pretty well, but from 2.75 to 2.35 it's kind of unneeded. Because even though the scale of damage is linear, because the base damage is increased with each scale, it's actually, it scales worse the more it becomes. Yes, yes, that is correct. Freaking statistics. But anyway, so Troll got a blink now and be able to fight very, very good. However, he's not very tanky. Usually you want Scatty at this point, though it's kind of unnecessary to do so. Troll activate Battle Trance should be able to kill this Roche very, very quickly, as you can see. So much damage, so much attack speed, 2 bashes. This thing doesn't even move. Wow. PMS dropped, so Troll is going to be the one to take that. Then Dire knows now, but it's going to be too late. Since Troll took the Aegis, he can sufficiently initiate, because he can be a very good frontliner. The problem with a fast blink like this is that you're not that strong. You're not that tanky is the word I'm looking for. But since you have an Aegis, you can use this to pretty much push high ground without fear, because you have so much better reactionary initiation. Because hookshot and chrono is amazing reactionary initiation. Not as good proactively, because how good Stone Gaze is as a defensive tool, but if you force the enemy to use Stone Gaze to go onto you, then your ultimate's going to be so much better. Counter initiation is always better than initiation, maybe except for very fringe cases. I don't think this is one of those cases. So the advantage of getting an Aegis is to force the enemy to initiate on you instead of otherwise. So Faceless Void is backing off, which is good. His tower is dead. He should really be backing off though. He really should not push this, because his team is already coming. And wow, they are smoking. They did not smoke underward. Hook, good. Actually, what the hell? Did it hook onto the creep? I guess it did. And Windra instantly dies without me knowing, because Hook got me. So they don't have Chrono anymore, but the enemy team doesn't have Wind Ranger. They can still take this fight as long as they proportionately distribute the damage. That is a pretty way of saying Troll Warlord should probably be the one who dies. Dies for cause. At least giving up the Aegis for a cause. They can initiate right now on the sniper and that will be fine, but the fact that there's a swap in the enemy team means that it's a little bit difficult. Although this Clockwork isn't getting a lot of mana either. Well, I think Shiva's is a good item in this case, and they would not be wrong. Shiva's AC, probably 1 for each. This Void is super farm though. No ulti, which is a problem in itself, but you can only do so much. AA is not getting Midas. Well, it's been apparent a lot of times before, but it is what it is. It's a Rubik word? Well, okay. It would just pretty much... Oops. Okay, that was unexpected. So we're pushing on to very, not very, but later of the mid game now, with the teams pretty much set on to the fact that Dusa is going to be the only one who's doing a lot of damage on the enemy team now. You kind of have to focus on the fact that you can kite her if you want to, because she doesn't have Scatty yet. No Manta actually, for that matter. He doesn't have anything. All these ultimate orbs. However, there's going to be a point where this hero gets too big. It is not there yet, but it could be getting there very, very quickly. So, essentially, you'd want somebody to initiate on the Vengeful Spirit, preferably Clockwork, and disable her, while Void Chronos, preferably the Sniper or the Windrunner. Preferably both, of course, but you want the Sniper to die, and you want to kill the Windrunner with burst damage. And the Dusa can probably be kited around, so you have that going for you. So every ultimate is up for Radiant now, and they have Aegis. They should probably look to end this game before Dusa is allowed to complete his Scatty, although it's very, very close already. It's hard to say otherwise. They're very, one would say, distracted at the moment. I'm not sure what kind of plan are they going for, but so Clockwork is at least getting a 4-staff. 4-staff is good item, always. So Scotty is what the Deuce is trying to get. You see the courier being controlled quite... Oh, sees it. You gonna go for it? No. Nope. Too bad. That'd been fun. That'd been pretty dumb, but it'd be fun. So they're just farming now. This is fine because Radiant is farming so much more than Dire is. The only one who's farming on Dire is pretty much Deuce. Okay, that's a Surgeon. Just turn right around, force out the Stone Gates. If Blade Mail is acting up, they should be able to push this top lane now, I think. Why are they not? I don't know. But instead they try to fight this. I don't think the Void is... Oh, they did get the kill on the Deuce, but the Void is dead. And Troll is not pushing. He could have if he just let that range creep live. Instead he just AFKs and stand around, and so that was not a worth kill. Sure, you killed the enemy Dusa, which is the enemy core hero, very good. However, she just completed her item, she didn't lose any money at all, and the fact that because you're so far ahead, the rubber band effect means that you lose a lot more than you won. So even though you got about an extra 1500 gold, one would say, after the last 2 minutes of containing an enemy, it's all been thrown away just by that death. And now your Chronosphere is on cooldown again. So, yay! Also, Aegis is timed out. That's even worse, because now you can't push. Unless you find a proper pickoff. So, overall, that was probably a bad idea. That was actually a very bad idea. I don't know what happened there. It's Lion though. Maxing mana drain. Not a bad thing against the Dusa, of course. Never a bad thing against the Dusa. But who really knows? It's like these heroes are getting so much farm now. But because of that Void Death, it gave Sniper a lot of farm as well. He's climbing the ladder. And he's only half an item behind the enemy Troll a lot. Troll actually hasn't been farming that well. Actually got a MKB now. MKB is good. It's a good item. But it only serves to counter the Wind Ranger at the moment. And I'm not really sure if that's the kind of hero that you should be focusing your physical attack on. Because I don't think that you'll have a lot of trouble catching her at all. Due to the advent of a Blink Dagger and Aga's Clockwork as well as 4-staff. And a Blink Dagger online. So there's a lot of things that you don't need, one would say. So I don't really, I'm just not on board with a lot of these decisions. I would much rather a Skadi so that there's a Troll Warlock can actually be a front line, because they actually don't have a front line right now. What really should be a front line is Clockwork building armor, but instead this Void is building fucking Reaver. Last time I saw this was Heart on TA, I think. It turned out to be quite terrible, but they still won that game, but due to a lot of other factors, and definitely not the Heart on TA. So there it is. So Gem is big going lion now, which is good. You want to, because you're having a massive map advantage, you want to squeeze the enemy out of resources, and Vision is in fact a very good resource. When Rosh is respawning in 2 minutes, it looks like. I may be wrong. I still can't read the Rosh timer. I don't even know why. Fucking Kongor. But yeah, they are. You see the net worth chart is very indicative of how the game is going. So keep rising because of how much map control Radiant is having. And it's kind of more of it. What I really want is the Sniper to be spamming ultimates to pretty much just reduce the sustain of the enemy. Unfortunately, doesn't seem to be any kind of solid plan that either team is going for right now. Okay, so I was correct. It was 2 minutes. Good job, me. They should be checking this with Rocket, not that. But oh well, it doesn't really matter at this point. It's actually now that Dusa has been falling off in terms of farm. This this greedy lineup has not been working out, but they're slowly getting there, one would say. Trying to walk in the rush. Yep, not gonna be there, but very, very close to it. It's indeed Heart Void. Oh boy. Oh boy. I will never get this, but I don't think I have to. I will say the hero with Mask of Madness can either tank up or not. And if you're really lucky, then this heart will do a lot for you. And I'm not totally against it like I did with Heart TA, but I am less than optimistic, one might say. So Rush is up in now. Okay, Rush is up. So this should be the next objective. Else this game isn't really getting anywhere. Sure, the Radiant is out farming Dire by a lot. They still have to end this game sooner or later. And why not just take Rush? It's not like it hurts them. You can see it right there. You can see the double damage as well. And the Troll ulting. He may die here if he's not careful. No, he will not die. He will take a lot of damage, however. We should be able to back off, go back to sustain. What is the Void doing? Are they waiting for Troll to take Rush? I guess, but why? The Void could take Rush by himself. I mean, he has a fucking double damage of all things, and of course, out of everything that you could have bought for this game, a BKB never crossed his mind. It's actually quite strange. You want to. Troll actually took all the slots out of his inventory. They're waiting. They are not pushing in for some reason. Pushing in right now would be. They don't really need this. Okay, I am 100% against this. You don't actually need this to kill Rush at all. Why are you even backing off? What? You have so much sight. This Rush should be dead a minute ago. And Void should have taken it. Unfortunately, that's not how it works. And what are they? What are the pings even doing? Yeah. Wow. They're playing super conservatively, even though they don't have to. And now the creep wave isn't pushing in mid. This is even worse. Well, at least the Troll has the Aegis now. He can tank. I mean, the hero without the backtrack and the heart's tanking. But who really cares? Still 1600 HP on a 12 armor basis, as well as 25% evasion. Don't get me wrong. Kinda need to do something about it. What? Oh yeah, they're pushing out. There we go. Global thingy. Yep, I should have pushed out this mid lane a long time ago, as I said. It's really weird that they are pushing in, or and they're not really doing that at the same time. It's like it's a good thing that Windranger and Dusa, and I guess Sniper, or by that proxy, is very good wave clear heroes too. Can't be able to deal with this fight without much problems. Okay, Troll is coming. Shaco did not ledge. He's taking a lot of damage. AA ulti is very premature. He didn't need to use it before Void ulti, but he did. Now Troll is dead. And they can't push anymore. It's actually that easy. They can no longer push. This is quite bad. No kills, not. Wow. What? What? Okay. Okay. Alright. Alright. At least AA has his ultimate now. And his Ags. Something. Out of everything, I can't believe that they did that. That is a Mahonia recipe. Envoy. He could buy it if he wants to. They're still out farming competition, don't get me wrong. So by that sense, they are doing pretty fine for themselves. It's not like they're under any kind of pressure to end this game quite early, because they do in fact have very strong late game heroes. The problem is nobody really wants to do that. is that Dusa is kind of holding on, and they're waiting, the high ground, waiting for the enemy to make a mistake. This could be that mistake. No, no swap, no swap. Wow, swap is on level 1. What? They really should get Vengeful his level 2 swap. Like, they really should. There's actually no excuse. It's actually so strong. Oh well. I don't think they really know the concept of split pushing. So what they really should do is for Clockwork to create space with his blade mill and plate mill and force staff and all, and then either the Void or the Troll, or both of them in fact, take care of the pushing. I mean, they're all taking all the lane support in. Oh, it's a hook that misses. Oh no, it goes as creep, never mind. It's deliberate creep hooking. Troll is still trying to do chip damage. It's quite a bit of damage actually. He's taking a lot of damage. He's dead. Wow. Goodbye. Well, at least the Void he got a tower. What really should happen is him jumping straight up there. I mean the Clockwork shot jumping straight mid there, committing about 2 lives so that the Void can get at least a melee Rex. Unfortunately, that was not what happened. Now the Void could die here. He could chrono both of them. Yes, he could kill both of them quite easily. And kill a sniper too, actually. Oh, Shackle. Yep. No BKB. He's died now. He's dead. He didn't even Mihoni himself. At least the Lion Agas. Oh no, it's actually not Agas. It looks like Agas, but was it? Okay, everybody's dead. Forced out a Windrunner buyback. Medusa is forced to do this by himself now. Where's the AI? I don't know. Hook actually misses. How did that even happen? Windrunner is back. They really need to back off right now. Okay, very good. Blink away. And they can't chase this clock, I don't think. He has hook after all. So that was good. Even if pretty much Troll just fed there, but he made the space that was needed for this tower to die. Void dying was bad in his own way, but it killed everybody else and forced out a buyback on Windrunner. Worth, yes, maybe. Medusa really needs items though. Saving for buyback gold doesn't really mean anything if your buyback doesn't contribute that much. You need a Manta style or a damage item of some sort, preferably a MKB with Troll on the loose. Buy anything actually. Also, somebody should be here farming this mid lane too. Ah, there it is. How much damage does this thing do? 35, 230. Oh my god. Hero is like a kind of like AoE Axe ultimate, sort of. Now that is 10 second. It's only 9 at the moment. This supports really should get a lot more levels than they're being given, to be honest. I mean, it's not like the carry are in need of any more levels. So this is casual talisman evasion. Okay, MKB really should be gone for Dusa right now. He needs the damage. And I guess for Sniper as well. Sniper does have headshot to kind of alleviate that problem, but it was needed. The reliability is too good to pass up. 40% is not 100%. 60% less after all. So it pretty much decreases his damage by 25 or 40. 35 or 40 is about by 15%. This talisman evasion does. So if you buy an MKB, on top of the damage you get, you also increase your damage against Troll by 15%. That's not even counting the Whirling Axe. So there it is. There it is. I'm actually not quite sure what's the obsession with using Ice Blast without a Void ulti on top of it. It's like you guarantee your Ice Blast, but you don't even use it. It's like you can go on this right now. There's no tower here. Just go straight on it. Oh, they found this kill instead. And Troll is pushing top. Very good. Dusa actually dies. Oh my god, they're actually so far ahead in terms of farm. You can just kill everyone now. Everybody's dead. Dusa buyback. Troll by Sniper buyback, but top Rex is dead. the exact thing you needed to do. And where's the... oh, Void is dead, of course. He's also dead. Should have TP a long time ago, but that's fine. Actually, Clockwork should have helped him. His force tap off cooldown. But wow, Sniper getting bashed to oblivion. Now that only Dusa is left, I'm not sure what the troll is afraid of anymore. The mere existence of Lion in this case means that he can fight. He can win any man fight, especially since Dusa doesn't have MKB. There we go. Hex, mana drain, so much damage. He's dead. No buyback on Dusa. He's just dead. His Venge can do anything. He can just push mid now, and Clockwork can push bot. So finally, this game comes to an end. It really should have ended like 20 minutes ago, but it is what it is. You can't expect somebody. You can't blame somebody for being too safe, especially with money on the line. GG is called, and GG indeed. Good job. Good job, Hydra. They set up on a very, very good start in this group with a 1-0 win against 4kTrash. I'm not going to comment on the validity of that name, but I don't think I need to either.